How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to go over a bunch of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 updates. Look, we gotta talk about the Sonic Frontiers gameplay teaser trailer because, oh baby, does this game look good, and am I oh so excited about it. Also, Star Ocean: The Divine Force looks to be getting some new information in late June, and God of War Ragnarok seemingly has its release window leaked. I don't think this comes as too big of a surprise to all you guys. I think everybody is kind of expecting a similar release window, but we'll talk that at the end of this video. Right off the top, I want to talk Sonic Frontiers, as it has just gotten a gameplay teaser trailer, and man, this game looks exactly like what I want from a modern Sonic game. The gameplay looks a bit over the top, it looks a little bit chaotic, and maybe some people want more of a traditional Sonic title, but this one going for more open world style of gameplay, and it is hitting all platforms: Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and then PC as well. It's not like Sonic is trying to be this visual juggernaut. However, I do have to say, the gameplay from a visual standpoint, I think it looks pretty good. And I think in general, Sonic right now has a lot of momentum, so it would be paramount for Sega to drop something of high quality. And look, if you gotta delay the game, this is one instance where I think like everything's coming together for Sonic to get a game that is really, really well received from a commercial and critical standpoint, and I think that's what they're going for Sonic Frontiers. I think they realize like Sonic as an IP right now has a lot of buzz behind it just because of the success of the Sonic movies. Those have done really well. Sonic Movie 2 just hit Paramount Plus as well, and I know that there's been some buzz around that. But yeah, I also think that, you know, Sonic's a franchise that has a lot of nostalgia attached to it, so right there, you can catapult yourself with that, and I just don't think a game like Sonic Forces was something that fans of Sonic from back in the day were gonna get really, really excited about. In the case of Sonic Frontiers, I do believe that this is a game that Sonic fans, whether you're a new one, whether you got introduced from to Sonic from the movies, whether you've been a Sonic fan going back to like the 90s, well before, you know, when I started playing video games, Sonic's been around for a very long time. I just think this game can cater towards a large audience, and I really hope it does well, because I think everybody wants Sonic to be a quality IP that has consistently great games. But with Sonic, a lot of the times it is hit and miss. You'll get, you know, a really great game like a Sonic Generations, and then you'll get like Sonic and the Black Knight, which like, yo, Sonic with a sword was pretty cool, but like, yeah, no, not for me. And really, that's what I want to see out of Sonic, just a consistent game franchise that is consistently putting out bangers, and hopefully we do get that, because I think the idea of an open-world Sonic game with high production values, I think that's something that people are just going to inherently get pretty excited for. The game is scheduled for late 2022, so hopefully it does hit that release window. By the way, this new information was due out throughout June as a part of IGN First cover story, so there you go with that. For now, we just have a teaser trailer. But again, the teaser does give you a bit of a glimpse into the gameplay, and I think it looks fantastic. So yeah, hopefully I'm not hyping it up too much, because again, Sonic's been a little inconsistent from the gaming front, but again, I have high hopes for that one. Alright, moving on from that, Star Ocean: The Divine Force is going to be getting new information to be shared in June. If you want to talk about another inconsistent IP, Star Ocean is definitely that, but hey, I'm also excited for Star Ocean: The Divine Force, the 6th mainline installment in the long-running franchise. The official Twitter account did put out that they apologize for not having new information back in April, where they were hoping to show off more of the game, but they did also note that fans can now expect to learn more about the game in late June. So Star Ocean, if you guys don't know, is a franchise that I really like. A lot of the games. I thought Till the End of Time was good. I liked First Evolution and Second Departure on PSP. Star Ocean 4: The Last Hope was a game that I enjoyed, you know, atrocious voice acting aside, I thought it was pretty good, and Integrity and Faithlessness, yeah, was not a big fan of that. I do know that there's like this, you know, low-key fandom towards that game, and people think it gets hate on a little bit too much. I remember picking that game up for full price when it came out and just not having a great time with it, so take that for what you will. In the case of Divine Force, hopefully this is going to be a return to form for Star Ocean. It'll be coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. So far, the gameplay we've seen for this has also looked fairly decent. I wouldn't be expecting, you know, a super, super high-quality JRPG out of this one, but who knows? They might end up surprising us. And I think if you want a sci-fi fantasy JRPG, you're going to find something, you know, to sink your teeth into with Divine Force. Now, this game was initially scheduled for a 2022 release window. I don't know if the fact that they've pushed back revealing information, if that's going to affect the release date at all. with rumblings that Final Fantasy 16 could end up coming this year, I really find it hard to believe that Star Ocean, FF16, and Forspoken would all come out this year. I think you gotta do a little bit of rearranging at that point, and I don't know, some of you guys are just like, yo, if the game is good, it's good, and it's gonna sell really well. Well, I just say, look at Titanfall 2 and what happened with that game, but nonetheless, hopefully Divine Force does turn out to be pretty good, and hopefully we get a bit of new info that, you know, is actually quality. Like, hopefully we get a release date, especially if the game is coming out this year. I think a release date is due for that one. Lastly, speaking of release dates and windows, the release date for God of War Ragnarok may have been inadvertently leaked based on new merchandise listings. A batch of merchandise were previously spotted by eagle-eyed fans over at the Geekly Zone in the UK. Now, it was noted for a September release window, so that makes a lot of sense. I always just think about 2018 when both God of War and Spider-Man came out. God of War had an early 2018 release, and then Spider-Man did come out in September. I don't know why, but for some reason I associate that early September period with PlayStation exclusives, even though Spider-Man may have been the only one that actually came in that time frame. But I think September makes all the sense in the world. It's been quite a while since the last major PlayStation exclusive. We're talking, what, I believe GT7 was the last major one, so yeah, and it makes all the sense in the world with God of War being a PlayStation Plus game for June. I don't think that was done accidentally. I do think we're gonna get an official release date announcement here rather shortly, and using God of War, I mean, as much as I want to say that everybody owns the game, you know, there's people that don't own the game. In fact, you know, if you're the kind of person that just has a PlayStation and you're playing your Call of Duties and your sports games every year, chances are you have a Plus subscription, and if a game like God of War, you know, a game with a high level of name value, if that's a PS Plus exclusive, and, you know, that audience probably doesn't check out the Plus games all the time, I think they would actually check out God of War. But yeah, I do think using Plus as a promotional vehicle for other games is effective. It just, to me, in my bubble that I live in, like, everybody I know has played God of War 2018. Like, it's wild to me that there's an audience that has a PlayStation 4 and they haven't played God of War, but it definitely exists out there, don't get me wrong. But yeah, you know, people watching our videos, I would be shocked if more than 5 or 10% of you guys haven't played God of War. But yeah, Ragnarok, I'm sure, is going to be a great game. Kind of interesting. I'm really interested to see where they're going to take the narrative for this game more than anything, as we have been noted that this is going to be the last game in this Norse arc, which is kind of wild to me. I get the reasoning on why they're doing that, and that, you know, you got this 4.5, 5-year development cycle. Do you really want to be in that same region for what? In a 15-year development window? I understand it from that standpoint, but just seemed to me that with God of War 2018, we were just scratching the surface, man, and there were so many ways you could take the narrative. Let's hope that Ragnarok does have a satisfying conclusion to this arc, or, well, you know, what their plan is, because yeah, I kind of need to see how it's gonna play out, because God of War 2018 definitely left the narrative open, to say the least. And hey, for those of you that haven't played God of War 2018 as a Plus game, go ahead and play it. It's also available in the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection on PS5, so strongly recommend you check that out. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, Sonic Frontiers, you guys are seeing the footage. That game, like, looks incredible to me, and maybe I'm pushing the cart before the horse a little bit too much, but I really want this game to be high quality, and I'm hoping the team at Sega can get that done for this year. And if you gotta delay the game, yo, this is one instance where, like, you gotta get this game right, because I think there's a real opportunity to capitalize in the popularity, the growing popularity of Sonic as an IP. That's just my 2 cents. Star Ocean: The Divine Force, new info looks to be shared in late June, later this month. And God of War Ragnarok, I think the September window is what all of us were expecting, but we'll see when we do hear an official announcement. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.